I'm David Sutton, and I bear the rather forensic title of Principal Investigator for this network. Just by being here, by talking to each other, by communicating, by sharing our interests and our best practices in literary manuscripts in particular, we are fulfilling the remit that the Leverhulme Trust has set for us. And that means that the coffee breaks and the meal times are almost as important as the presentations, and I hope that everybody will take the opportunity to talk to colleagues, to share their experiences, to compare and to contrast the work that they do in the different parts of the world with literary manuscripts. What has happened in literary research from Reading is that we've started out with a project trying to find out about the whereabouts of literary manuscripts in our own country. Gradually that has expanded into a national cooperative network known as GLAM, and that in turn has expanded into an international network at the Section for Literary Archives of ICA. And partly because of Reading's interests, as I explained, and partly because of the interests of ICA, we've arrived at this Diasporic Literary Archives network, drawing on the strengths of the projects that I've been involved in, drawing on the strengths of Reading, and then bringing in the friends and colleagues who become associated with GLAM and ICA.
It's a great opportunity for the Binding Key to participate beyond our sort of normal group of libraries we could participate with is American libraries. We don't often get to participate with across an international audience. Any library or any rare book library has four primary functions: to collect, describe, preserve, and provide access to its collections. And so provide access includes supporting teaching and scholarship. The Binding Key does this and has a particular mission because it sits in a university setting to support the teaching and research mission of the students and faculty at Yale. However, we also have a mission to the broader scholarly community. And we regularly are thinking about our collections, what we're acquiring, and how we present them to not just an audience at Yale, but also an audience from around the world.
It's really a great pleasure to be here because, you know, and right now in the Caribbean, it's an exciting time for the Caribbean region because, you know, it's only around the early 1900s that archives really became important. And that started with the Historical Society in Trinidad and Tobago, but also by extension the Caribbean region. You know, we have been trying very hard to preserve our documentary heritage.
We are probably still the babies that are about to start crawling. But it gives me great pleasure to be in a company of scholars like yourselves, where we'll be picking up a lot of ideas, and this network couldn't have come at a better time.
So this IMEC was created, the legal status was elaborated in 1988. It's a non-profit organization, and it was created by scholars and by, I would say, publishing professionals. The principal aim was to give the communication of papers which were not available at that time.
Its founder, Maria Corti, professor of history of the Italian language and writer, very good writer, has told the story of the center's creation in the volume Ombre dal Fondo, Shadows from the Fondo.
From the center, yeah.
From the center. Published by Einaudi in 1997. The research center continues to uphold the scientific engagement of Maria Corti, who had the idea in 1979 to constitute an archive of documents of modern and contemporary authors in order to study the development of the author's style and to preserve the memory of the textual genesis of very important literary works, a memory that was often scarcely known.
There's been so much genuine networking, communication going on through all of the informal sessions between the presentations. It's been marvellous to see. And the organisers are really elated about the way that this has gone, about the quality of the presentations and the variety of the presentations that we've had, about the way that all the partners have bought in to the themes of the network, and above all, to the way that you really have started to create a genuine literary archives network here in Reading in these 2 days.